Good evening, good evening. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, first off, Happy New Year to everybody. 2023 has arrived. But there was one thing that I decided to check out before 2022 ended. I decided to check out Ice Ribbon's Ribbon Mania 2022 show, which was their final big show of the year, 2022. And you know what? I told myself going into this new year that I wanted to explore some more Joshi pro wrestling promotions. You know, I felt like, I did pretty well with Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, Gato Move, Choco Pro, which, that has a combination of, men and women. But, I really wanted to get more immersed in some Joshi Pro Wrestling promotions that I normally don't typically have access to, but I recently decided to take a dive into Ice Ribbon. After all, I got a chance to meet Maya Yukihi through DPW when she came to the States, who works for Ice Ribbon. Not only that, Io Shirai's sister, is a referee for Ice Ribbon. So I figured, you know what? I've been hearing stuff here and there about Ice Ribbon. Not to mention, there have been tons of ladies that have wrestled in Ice Ribbon. Dekla, Riho, Hikaru Shida, Julia, who just won the World of Stardom Championship. So many ladies have wrestled for Ice Ribbon. So I figured, you know what? Let me take a dive into Ice Ribbon. Let me see what Ice Ribbon is all about. Let me check something out. So I decided, you know what? They got an Ice Ribbon live page, and they actually have they have a streaming service where you can purchase online tickets for their live events, and also their YouTube channel. You can actually join and do a subscription to get access to their regular shows. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? I'll do my best to keep up, but you know what? I want to check out some more Joshi pro wrestling promotions. You know what I mean? So I decided, why not check out their last big show of the year, Ribbon Mania 2022. Ribbon Mania 2022, which took place on December 31st, 2022 at Korakuen Hall. And there were 6 matches total. And I have to say, this was a pretty entertaining show. But let's get into the matches. So first off, we had a 10-woman tag team match. We had the team of Kaichow, Rina Yamashita, Maya Yukihi, Saran, and Kiku taking on the team of Momo Tani, Yuko Sakurai, Sumika Yanagawa, Yura, Suzuki, and Tsukina Umino. Now, there are a couple of names that I do recognize. Of course, Kaichow, who's going to be competing with Maya Yukihi in the upcoming Stardom Triangle Derby, so I'm familiar with her. She's also wrestled on a lot of Stardom New Blood shows, as well as in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling as well. Rina Yamashita, I know she's been recently wrestling in GCW. Maya Yukihi, like I said, I met her and saw her wrestle live through DPW. Momotani, I just recently heard about, which I believe she's part of the Pure J Joshi promotion. So I just recently heard about her. Yuko Sakurai, who's part of the Colors subunit of Cosmic Angels, who will be competing in the Triangle Derby as well, as part of Lollipop with Waka Tsukiyama and Rina Amakura. Sumika Yanagawa, I just saw recently for the first time at the Taka Taichi 50th Joint Anniversary show through Just Tap Out. So there are some names that I was familiar with in this match. So it was good to see all 10 of these ladies go at it. Definitely very entertaining. I felt like everybody got a good chance to really showcase what they can do. And honestly, I felt like overall, each of these matches on Ribbon Mania, I thought were a good, decent length each. I was actually very impressed. Tsukina, Umino, ends up picking up the victory over Kiku. So the team of Momo, Tani, Yuko, Sakurai, Sumika, Yanagawa, Yura, Suzuki, and Tsukina Umino were the victorious ones. But it was a great match, kind of wild, especially having, I think it was Saran, while everybody was kind of crouched down, she kind of ran on the backs of everybody while they were kind of in a suplex position, like prepping for a suplex position, just in this big line, and she just runs across the backs of everybody. So I thought that was a pretty funny spot. But great entertaining match. Next up, we had a tag team match where we had the team of Makoto, Hamuko, Hoshi taking on the team of Hikari, Shimizu, and Kaho, Matsushita. So Makoto, I believe, if I remember correctly, wrestles for Ganbare Pro Wrestling, if I remember correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I do remember seeing her before. And of course, Hikari Shimizu is also part of the Colors subunit of Cosmic Angels, and who just recently had a high-speed title championship match against Azumi at Stardom Dream Queendom. Stardom Dream Queendom of last year. But this match was pretty fun. Match was definitely fun, and I've been starting to get more and more high on Hikari Shimizu, especially after her high-speed title match against Azumi. I've been getting more and more high on her. But was definitely impressed with Hamuko Hoshi. Never seen her before until the show, and you know what? She looked good. She looked really good, and as a matter of fact, she got the victory for her and Makoto after pinning Kaho Matsushita after hitting a diving splash off the top turnbuckle. But overall, good match. Definitely liked all four of these ladies. Okay, next up we had a trios match. Where we had the team of Kyuuri, Honma, Maika, Ozaki taking on the team of Nao Ishikawa, Amen, and Misa Kagura. Of course, I've seen Misa Kagura a couple of times through Just Tap Out as well as Stardom New Blood. Maika Ozaki, same thing, also seen through Stardom. She was actually on a Stardom and Showcase show as well as a New Blood show. Honma I just recently saw through Gato Move Choco Pro Wrestling. So the other ladies I had never heard of, and it looks like Nao Ishikawa, Amen, and Misa Kagura, I guess, are in a stable. They had like different color matching outfits, so I'm guessing they're in a stable. But this was definitely an entertaining match, and like I said, was definitely familiar with a couple of these ladies. And Misa Kagura's team was quite a trip. Definitely quite a trip. But Kyuuri ended up getting the victory for her team by hitting a fall-away slam pin on Nao Ishikawa for the 1-2-3. So Kyuuri, Honma, and Maika Ozaki pick up the victory. Overall, good match. And I always like seeing Misa Kagura wrestle. She's a trip. Ever since I first saw her at Stardom New Blood 3. Next up, we had a retirement match. We had a retirement singles match where the lady retiring was Yuki Masahiro, and she wrestled against Prominence's Suzuki. So Yuki Mashiro was the Triangle Ribbon champion, which apparently the Triangle Ribbon Championship is. Wait, let me make sure I said this right. I believe it's the Triangle Ribbon Championship. Yes, Triangle Ribbon Championship, which she was holding that belt as she came down to the ring, which the Triangle Ribbon Championship is actually a title that's defended in three-way matches, which is kind of interesting. Really, really interesting to have a championship specifically defended in triple threat matches. It's weird. It's really, really weird. And the weird thing about it, even though this wasn't a title match, the weird thing about this Triangle Ribbon Championship is it's a three-way triple threat match, 15-minute time limit typically, and if there's a time limit draw, the title is vacated by default if there's a time limit draw. So, really weird. Really, really weird. So, yeah, and apparently Riho was the first ever Triangle Ribbon champion. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, she was the first champion. And apparently other ladies like Nanae Takahashi have won it. Let's see. Cherry has won it. Manami Toyota has even won it. Who's on my Joshi Mount Rushmore. Akane Fujita has even won it. So a lot of different names. Maya Yukihi. A lot of different names have won this title. Ram Kaichow. Tai Honma. Even Tekla has won this championship. So I thought that was pretty neat. But just interesting championship decided in triple threat matches. So thought that was pretty interesting. But this title was not on the line. But yes, this was Yuki Mashiro's retirement match. And she went up against Suzuki of Prominence, 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom championships, which she just recently won at Stardom Dream Queendom 2 in 2022. But I have to say, this was a great match. Yuki Mashiro showed a lot of fighting spirit in this match, and honestly, she came close. She came really close. I mean, she took a lot of Suzu's offense. I mean, kicking out of German suplexes, kicking out of the tequila shot. I mean, she was kicking out of everything and just showed a lot of resiliency, a lot of fighting spirit. But it took a deadlift German suplex to finally put away and retire Yuki Mashiro from Suzuki. But what a match. What a match. This was definitely a great match and quite a way for her to go out on. And of course, they both showed love, sportsmanship before and after the match. So not only that, all the ladies came out to be there with Yuki Mashiro. So I thought that was really cool. And then she got the spotlight one last time on her way out. But yeah. And the thing is, so apparently Yuki Mashiro, who's only 21 years old, made her debut in 2019, only 21 years old, but apparently the word is that she decided to retire. Back in October, she made the announcement to retire, to focus on her personal development. So I guess she has other avenues in her life that she wants to focus on, which is totally understandable. I mean, I get it, totally get it. But, and then because of that, the Triangle Ribbon Championship is now vacant. But yeah, put on an incredible match against Suzuki. And you know what? She was Triangle Ribbon Champion for 349 days. So, hey, that's what's up. Anyway, next up, we had one of two championship matches. This next match was for the International Ribbon Tag Team Championships, as the champions, Hikari and Ibuki Hoshi, defended against the team of Yuna Manase and Totoro Satsuki. Yuna Manase, which I believe Yuna Manase is wrestling in either Pure J or Ganbare Pro Wrestling. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, definitely a great match between these two teams. Of course, Hikari and Ibuki Hoshi won these tag titles a while back. As you know, Shida's been very busy around the world, in Japan. I mean, and AEW and Makai and Ice Ribbon and Pro Wrestling Wave. So she's been very busy. But this match was really cool. Definitely enjoyed this match from start to finish. Yuna Manase, I've seen quite a bit. Has competed even in Stardom as well. But definitely enjoyed this match. But Ibuki Hoshi ended up getting the pin on Totoro Satsuki to retain the International Ribbon Tag Team Championships. And then an interesting turn of events happened where somebody's going to have to explain to me what happened here. But Shida got on the mic and I guess vented some frustrations to Ibuki Hoshi, and then they started brawling. Tag team champs brawling with each other. So I don't know what the heck that was about. So somebody will have to fill me in on that. But that happened, and then afterwards, Makoto and Hamuko Hoshi came out. Hamuko Hoshi came out, who won the second match earlier in the show. And it looks like they won a shot at the International Ribbon Tag Team Championships. So we'll have to see what happens there, but I wonder what the heck is up with Shida and Hoshi. That was a weird turn of events, them brawling like that, even after a victory. I mean, they even got the victory and then just brawled afterwards. But then again, you know, kind of the same thing happened with Mina Shirakawa and Unagi Sayaka after they won their tag team match at Stardom Dream Queendom. So can't be too shocked at that, I guess. But and then the main event. The main event of RIBBONMANIA 2022 was for the Ice Cross Infinity Championship, which is the promotion's top title. And the match was the champion, Saori Ano, defending against Asahi. Now, I've been hearing a lot of good things about Asahi. Been hearing definitely somebody to check out, that sort of thing. But I have to say, this was quite a match. This match was back and forth. Asahi, very, very quick, very fast, very elusive. Definitely like what Asahi brought to the table in this match. And I have to say, a friend of mine that I follow on Twitter, and he follows me on Twitter, recommended that I checked out matches of Saori Ano. And I have to say, I definitely like the look that she has. She has the look and the skills as well. Definitely somebody I can get behind, especially with her being the top champion of Ice Ribbon. And the match was awesome. And she did something that I have never seen anybody do until I saw this match. Saori Ano got the victory over Asahi after hitting a somersault fisherman. A somersault fisherman. I've never seen that before in my entire life. But Saori Ano hits a somersault fisherman, gets the 1-2-3, and she retains the Ice Cross Infinity Championship. Impressive finisher. Like, wow, I've never seen anything like that. But those were your 6 matches of Ice Ribbon's Ribbon Mania 2022, the closeout, the year 2022. And I have to say, I know this was only 6 matches. I know to some that might seem like a small number, but you know what? They were great in length, and they were very entertaining. You know, I can definitely get into Ice Ribbon more. So, definitely looking to check out more Ice Ribbon events. And you know what? I look forward to them. Definitely look forward to them. But definitely check out Ribbon Mania. It's still available. The archive is actually still available to order and watch. So I highly recommend checking it out. If you're interested in Ice Ribbon, definitely check it out. If you love Joshi Pro Wrestling, check it out. I think you might like it. But anyway, don't forget to... Oh, let me know what your thoughts are. Those that checked out Ribbon Mania, let me know what your thoughts are. What did you think of the matches? What did you think of the overall show? What do you think of Ice Ribbon? This was my first time seeing an Ice Ribbon event from start to finish. I like it. How do y'all feel about Ice Ribbon? Let me know what your thoughts are on the promotion. Recommendations, I'm welcome to. Let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching for another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Happy New Year once again, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.